From tech titans to luxury kings, here are the top 10 richest CEOs shaping our world today. On number 10, we have Satya Nadella, the man who took Microsoft to new heights after becoming CEO in 2014. Born in Hyderabad, India, Nadella's journey is the perfect example of ambition meeting opportunity. When he stepped into the role, Microsoft was struggling to keep up with competitors like Apple and Google. But under his leadership, the company transformed, focusing heavily on cloud computing and artificial intelligence. This bold strategy turned Microsoft into one of the world's most valuable companies, with its market cap soaring into the trillions. Nadella himself has been rewarded handsomely for this success. His net worth is estimated to be over $400 million, driven by a combination of salary, bonuses, and Microsoft stock. Unlike some flashy billionaires, Nadella maintains a low-key lifestyle, often talking about empathy and leadership rather than wealth and luxury. Yet his influence on the tech world is undeniable, and his wealth continues to grow as Microsoft dominates in AI with products like Azure and its partnership with OpenAI. What makes Nadella's story even more inspiring is how he balanced innovation with humanity, encouraging Microsoft's culture to shift from competition to collaboration. That shift didn't just help employees thrive, it also brought massive financial rewards for the company. And of course, for Nadella himself. This incredible rise from an engineer in India to one of the richest CEOs in the world earns him the 10th spot on our list. On number 9, we have Tim Cook, the man who took over Apple after the legendary Steve Jobs. When he became CEO in 2011, many doubted whether he could carry the weight of Apple's future. But Cook not only proved himself, he made Apple the world's first company to hit a $3 trillion market valuation. Under his leadership, Apple expanded beyond just iPhones and Macs, moving deeper into services like Apple Music, iCloud, and Apple TV+, creating a steady stream of recurring revenue. Cook's net worth is estimated at over $2 billion, most of it tied to Apple stock he has accumulated over the years. His pay packages are famously massive, often hitting hundreds of millions annually, depending on Apple's performance. Unlike Jobs, Cook isn't the visionary showman, but he is a master operator, streamlining Apple's supply chains and making it the most profitable tech company in the world. Despite his immense wealth, Cook is known for being humble and private. He openly speaks about issues like sustainability and privacy, showing that he's not just focused on money, but also on values that shape Apple's image. His calm, calculated style of leadership has turned him into one of the most respected CEOs globally. With Apple products in billions of hands worldwide and his personal fortune continuing to grow, Tim Cook firmly holds the 9th spot among the richest CEOs. On number 8, we have Jensen Huang, the visionary behind NVIDIA, a company that has become the backbone of artificial intelligence and high-performance computing. Born in Taiwan and raised in the United States, Huang co-founded NVIDIA in 1993 with the dream of building graphics processors for gaming. What started as a risky venture in a competitive market grew into a global giant, powering everything from video games to data centers and now the AI revolution. Huang's net worth has skyrocketed to over $60 billion, thanks largely to NVIDIA's stock price exploding in recent years. As AI demand surges worldwide, NVIDIA's chips have become the most sought-after technology, making Huang one of the fastest-rising billionaires of this decade. Unlike many CEOs, he's not just a business leader, he's an engineer at heart, often diving into the technical side of the company and keeping a close eye on innovation. He's also known for his iconic black leather jacket, a symbol of his bold yet approachable style. Huang's leadership has taken NVIDIA from being a niche gaming chipmaker to one of the most valuable companies in the world, reshaping industries like healthcare, robotics, and self-driving cars. His personal fortune reflects this massive success, and his ability to stay ahead of the curve in technology secures him the 8th spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 7, we have Shantanu Narayan, the CEO of Adobe, a company that transformed from selling boxed software into a subscription-based powerhouse. Born in Hyderabad, India, Narayan joined Adobe in 1998 and climbed through the ranks before becoming CEO in 2007. Under his leadership, Adobe reinvented itself by launching the Creative Cloud, a bold move that shifted its entire business model. This decision not only stabilized Adobe's revenue, but also made it one of the most dominant names in the software industry. Narayan's net worth is estimated at over $300 million, built from a mix of salary, bonuses, and substantial stock holdings in Adobe. His leadership has been praised for balancing creativity with business sense, allowing Adobe to remain a favorite among designers, marketers, and businesses worldwide. Products like Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere Pro became subscription staples, and that steady stream of income pushed Adobe's valuation to new highs. Despite his wealth and success, Narayan is known for his calm and measured leadership style, often focusing on innovation and culture rather than public attention. He has also been recognized globally for his contributions, ranking among the top business leaders in the world. His ability to foresee industry shifts and lead Adobe into a new digital era not only secured billions for the company, but also earned him a place among the richest CEOs, making him a strong contender at number 7 on our list. On number 6, we have Andy Jassy, the man who stepped into one of the biggest shoes in business when Jeff Bezos handed him the role of Amazon's CEO in 2021. Jassy isn't new to Amazon. He's been with the company since the late 1990s and is actually the mastermind behind Amazon Web Services, the cloud division that turned into a trillion-dollar powerhouse on its own. His vision for cloud computing reshaped the entire tech landscape, making AWS the go-to platform for companies, governments, and startups around the globe. Jassy's net worth is estimated at around $300 million, coming from years of high compensation and Amazon stock. While he isn't in the same financial league as Bezos, his pay packages are massive, with bonuses tied to Amazon's performance that can reach hundreds of millions over time. Leading Amazon is no easy task. He took over during a time of rising competition, global supply chain issues, and economic uncertainty, but his steady leadership has kept the company strong. Known for being detail-oriented and deeply involved in operations, Jassy isn't a flashy figure. He keeps a low profile compared to other tech CEOs, but his influence on Amazon's direction is undeniable. With his wealth continuing to grow and his leadership ensuring Amazon remains a dominant force in e-commerce and cloud computing, Andy Jassy claims the 6th spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 5, we have Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder and CEO of Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Starting the company from his college dorm room at Harvard, Zuckerberg built one of the most influential tech empires in history. What began as a social networking site for students quickly grew into a platform used by billions of people worldwide, connecting families, businesses, and communities across the globe. Today, Meta controls not just Facebook, but also Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus, giving Zuckerberg a massive reach across both social media and virtual reality. Zuckerberg's net worth is estimated at well over $100 billion, placing him among the youngest people to ever achieve such immense wealth. His fortune largely comes from his ownership stake in Meta, which means his wealth rises and falls with the company's stock price. Despite being a centibillionaire, Zuckerberg is known for living a relatively modest lifestyle compared to some of his billionaire peers, often spotted in simple gray t-shirts and driving regular cars. Yet, his financial power and influence are undeniable. One of his boldest moves in recent years has been the pivot toward the metaverse, a virtual world he believes will define the future of the internet. While the idea has faced both skepticism and excitement, it shows his willingness to take risks on a massive scale. From social media dominance to pushing the boundaries of virtual reality, Mark Zuckerberg's impact on the tech world is enormous, and his staggering fortune secures him the 5th spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 4, we have Larry Page, the co-founder of Google and one of the key figures behind Alphabet, Google's parent company. Page, along with Sergey Brin, started Google in 1998 with a simple mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. That mission turned into one of the most valuable and powerful companies on the planet. Even though he stepped down from active day-to-day management, Page still holds a significant role as a board member and controlling shareholder, keeping him deeply tied to Google's massive success. Larry Page's net worth is estimated at over $100 billion, making him one of the richest men in the world. Most of his wealth comes from his shares in Alphabet, whose businesses include Google Search, YouTube, Android, and now major investments in artificial intelligence. His fortune has grown alongside Google's dominance in digital advertising and cloud computing, industries that continue to expand year after year. Despite his enormous wealth, Page is known for maintaining a very private lifestyle. He rarely appears in the spotlight and avoids the flashy image that many billionaires embrace. Instead, he has quietly invested in ambitious projects, including flying cars and sustainable energy ventures, showing his interest in futuristic technologies that could reshape the world. His influence may not always be loud, but it is deeply felt in the way we interact with technology every day. This quiet yet powerful presence, combined with his staggering fortune, secures Larry Page the fourth spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 3, we have Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google and longtime partner of Larry Page in building one of the most powerful tech empires in history. Born in Moscow and raised in the United States, Brin was always drawn to mathematics and computer science, which eventually led him to Stanford University, where he met Page. Together, they created Google, a project that started as a research idea but quickly grew into the most dominant search engine in the world. Brin's net worth is estimated at over $100 billion, almost entirely built from his massive ownership stake in Alphabet, the parent company of Google. While he stepped away from active executive duties in 2019, he still plays an influential role through his board membership and voting power. Google's expansion into AI, cloud computing, YouTube, and countless other platforms ensures that Brin's fortune continues to rise as Alphabet remains one of the most profitable companies globally. Unlike some tech leaders who thrive in the public eye, Brin has always preferred a quieter, more adventurous lifestyle. He is known for his passion for futuristic projects, from robotics to space exploration, and even has investments in experimental technology like airships and renewable energy. His curiosity and willingness to fund daring ideas reflect his belief in shaping the future beyond just search engines and social media. With his vast wealth and ongoing influence in technology, Sergey Brin rightfully takes the third spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 2, we have Bernard Arnault, the chairman and CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods company. Often called the king of luxury, Arnault oversees a vast empire of more than 70 prestigious brands, including Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, Moet & Chandon, and Hennessy. His sharp business acumen and relentless drive turned LVMH into the ultimate symbol of wealth and elegance, catering to the richest clients across the globe. Arnault's net worth is estimated at around $200 billion, making him one of the wealthiest people on the planet. His fortune comes primarily from his controlling stake in LVMH, whose share price has soared over the past decade thanks to the booming luxury market. Unlike many tech billionaires who thrive on innovation, Arnault's strategy is rooted in heritage, exclusivity, and timeless appeal. He has mastered the art of blending tradition with modernity, keeping century-old fashion houses relevant for new generations. Despite his immense wealth, Arnault is known for his reserved personality, often letting his brands do the talking. He lives a refined lifestyle, with an eye for art, architecture, and culture, further reinforcing the image of LVMH as a world of sophistication. His influence stretches far beyond fashion, shaping trends in global luxury consumption and solidifying Europe's position in the billionaire rankings. With his vast empire of iconic brands and staggering fortune, Bernard Arnault firmly holds the second spot on our list of the richest CEOs. On number 1, we have Elon Musk. The CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly known as Twitter, Musk is the definition of a modern-day visionary, pushing boundaries in electric vehicles, reusable rockets, satellite internet, artificial intelligence, and even social media. His ambition to make humanity a multiplanetary species through SpaceX and his mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy with Tesla have not only changed industries, but also made him the richest man alive. Musk's net worth is estimated at over $200 billion, driven mainly by his massive stakes in Tesla and SpaceX. Unlike many CEOs who receive regular salaries, Musk's compensation is tied almost entirely to performance-based stock options, meaning his wealth soars as his companies grow. This unusual pay structure has made him incredibly wealthy in record time, especially as Tesla became one of the most valuable car companies in history, and SpaceX rose to dominate the space industry with groundbreaking rocket technology. Musk is known for his eccentric and sometimes controversial personality, often making headlines with his bold statements and unpredictable decisions. Yet, his influence on technology and business is undeniable. From revolutionizing transportation on Earth to planning for life on Mars, Musk's ventures have reshaped how we think about the future. His staggering fortune, coupled with his relentless drive to tackle some of humanity's biggest challenges, makes him the #1 richest CEO in the world. And as these 10 CEOs prove, wealth isn't just about money. It's about vision, leadership, and the ability to change the world in ways that affect billions of lives. These 10 powerhouses prove that being a CEO isn't just about running a company. It's about building empires, shaping industries, and leaving a legacy of wealth and influence that defines our era.